One, two. One. Alright, yama obi biara kwaba mfamba West Coast TV hey Facebook ebeti ma share na fe no edwe ni so evrem West Coast GH YouTube na ene wi abri so ya be kansa e wonum na gonimu nse ha ye de ever small e wonum no etim ahwe na monitor na bibia so evrem kama e wonum ono anya sem ketwa latest exclusive update in the world of sports na no pinu ye hwe ana wi abri ye hwe na afi no jere abedan won wonum ye bo hwe ye be berem ye be ka kopem e wonkofo krodo ana oya amonone erem e wonum ma the UEFA Champions League enta and a match the one matches no too much enough or shall say on the second day of the match the one e be too much enough want to go on matches no crackers no be brina no too much na afino akodo one ma and pay and you agree we share na edini na ye abedan one one ye wie so ye wo hwe na ya do suko we fie e fin nsem na kura bi ne ba sa wa ba kansa one no ono so ye abesomo na bibia so ewremo kama eworma ono onye ansem to na ka de ebetima hwe na afi no I like I comment if you na I share na bibia so etim akoro eworma ono onye ansem ketwa edin amegero adoma pa ko isi hye me Sam Prince the sports ambassador na ye hye na ye dijumedi no yere abedan eworma Francis apoma pa so Piras shake together with J Cobb na wo hye na why production works no ma ye dijumedi no yere abedan eworma remu executive production works now or Cosmos Africans get it together with Oikofi ma and what boy man pay and you agree ye did you made no Jerry Abesman elm yeshin ye chain tia wayeba and you remember ye de amana nsem no ye have to go kama na ye de amon elwono. Okay, ye bo hye na afi no ya sanso ya mo akwaba biem de mabri ye bo hye na afi no ye rem ewo oye amanane na ya hwe amanane nsem no latest no dia ote ewo no jere abesomon kama ewo no dia ye mbonre mu na ye nkopoe mu ewo oye the referees technical community on and otimu ahwe na afi no what abetuga from the La Liga Santander what ebepoe mu ewo no de eremo ewo no ma enano Madrid game a wotimu ahwe na afi no what pimpim do one no abrantia wo fe no Din Hussein red card abrantia no ekokunya one no waja tum de oyemfom do kese pa ene wotimu ahwe na afi no wo ye no one ma ono ensema ono ofu anum dreba ene abri je hye na afi no ye de abedan won e wonum kama ono so e wonum onko na wakoye asem keto na ma ye wure mu ntempana ye mfa ye nani nkokire mu na wo oye nsem fufurum na afi no je mfa embesomon e wonum dia ewure mu ewo anita Madrid and afi Olympic Marseille game ono team o she na afi no okwe na okotogwa wonum no na ono na papa wo friend Roberto Di Zerbi ono tene edema oye Olympic Marseille ore abetugwa wonum de edwani chiremu a yes game ne je wa togwa wonum ala susu ampala na emom no ono hunu je ono on count for no records de poko no fe Olympic Marseille okwe na afi no okwe na okori ncho wonum o se ehwe pa dia the true reflection of the game and dia editor no team wa na afi no wadi wonene ekwe kununi wonum na nganu chirema oye nsisiye pa that particular penalty no Madrid enye na afi no wadi tia poko no fe Olympic Marseille ono so ore the mensem no ore antugwa wonum a ono so ye hwe na ye team do wonum je na ye de abesomon wonum afi yomponremo je nkona enkopemu ensem fufuru dia ono so etima hwe na wabe kansa wonum Thomas Frank trene na ma poko ofen Tottenham Hotspur manager shana watoto nyama kama wonum ma Tottenham boboko na ono na mpocho after end the game no otimo shana fe oriko tugwa de ehwe mbodemba Tottenham ball no the English Premier League no mo ya fe no one first win in a UEFA Champions League no only the year pa the Tottenham ebo modi mebreba obetima shana fe no what the Champions League no what is one and to ma ono ensema manager ma Tottenham Hotspur boboko Thomas Frank wetima shana fe no ngare abetugwa kama ma ono so ene wi abriya shana fe no jari abasuma na Jose Pep Guardiola manager ma boko na wo fe no that is Man City obetima shana fe ono Napoli da pempem do na ono na Pep Guardiola era ko tugare manager bi today Antonio Conte yepe wiasi afana inara manager Otimu ashana fe no opono modi mebiriba no Antonio Conte no etim hwe na part of those managers no wono o se onye no that papa no for now no ne teams a we coach ni na no ade a wo fe ne signature and afi no ne simple na science no ejuma that is team no do wono na ehwe pa dia ma wa achieve for now Napoli no oni GDA papa no betim ashana fe oribi account wono ma ono ensama Pep Guardiola Aisala ono so other mensam no ore akotugwa ono in the area abriya hwe na yetim do awanam jam na yede amona Hansi Flick na trene ana manager edma passa boko no ana mpocho remu awana so ya wochirima in the geno one Newcastle gamer obetima hwe na watogwa awanam no onse the membrante no wo the Newcastle no wo atintinfo wonmu enti ono obetima hwe na fe no na chiri wanam no Ronald Araujo together with Christian and also Christensen no wetima hwe na wa partner the membrante no mabeya Abrante of Nick Votamedi together with Dan Ban Fabian Shah na fe no Abrante of Jolente no obetima hwe na fe no wa prevent the membrante no from using their height also na kwakwansa ofri opoko fara pasa na se wa para fe no wa betogwa ma ene area bri je na fe ra abasumon na Felipe Luis former Brazilian international and afi so mewrem ma Osina kan ma Asa and afi Chelsea na ekai Chelsea 2012 team wodi rem Munich kwade the UEFA Champions League na branch no na jinem apono mo team bebre na ono na that is David Luiz. I bet to go one of the Esha Padia for that this time around no Obobo Chelsea as a perforce player. Now no ball, no other Chelsea also Odina Kumana ne and Wajini na bedi that particular game nechi. Ole Kai Munich and what more no team was no boss at that time no and on Okita hamstring injury or team shana fe no or the ball 120 minutes. Afe so no penalty no team shana fe ekoshe one in the India and so they are chere no onu kopra no one ni daminti oreka nda onya janu we be free the biara janu wom no going into the game against Chelsea no onu betima share na for upon mo team bebre ma ono ensama boy of David Luiz ono so other coach go na maminu remo after another killer Mbappe converting those two penalties and Maboko no for Real Madrid no ono and Poche remo the UEFA Champions League all-time top scorers no ono wetima share na fe no we rule na we better the sixth position na what ono anya sem ketode odinkan Cristiano Ronaldo Aviero CR7 na branch no 140 goals and otima share na fe no Pro in a UEFA Champions League. Lionel Messi, no team shana fino. Pro 129 goals. Robert Lewandowski, Esha 105. And afino Raymond, Karim Mustafa, Benzema 90 goals. Raul Gonzalez of Real Madrid, no team shana fino. About 71 goals for now. Kylian Mbappe, number and so 157. Yana Branton so team share. No approve. Also anya some one of the likes of Eusebio together with Filippo Inzaghi, Mohamed Salah, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Roma, Andres Shevchenko, Alfredo Di Stefano, and a branch of Ellen Haaland together with Thierry Henry, Ruud van Nistelrooy. My players on so team share. Nothing pro internano. Gumukama or the UEFA Champions League. Also in the area Briashe. Not yet the men some. Yari abasuman awanam yes dem amentumi hwe na family to go awanam dem no medem on wo kirema game manzano no oye referee Eddie Martin game over the weekend wo hwe na fe wo boy awanam no na was papa no sia wa jatum na ehwe there all ma oya brantia wo fe no that is Dean Heisen oye red card no wo kirema oye big mistake na papa no team wa na fe no oye awanam na ono na nkofore kada Madrid ye wona atwen no bedroom FIFA na fe wo koma report awanam no ni dem Ntina what bande the Spanish oil referee a technical committee no was so na gen one man on so no 170 teja yaba shana fe latest update be from there ne betimi a shana afeni yaba besman one na Nick Votamete player at Newcastle United branche free that is VfB Stuttgart evermo Erma Poko for Newcastle Enchebia one and now what you crown team shana fe no osina kan one man on to at Newcastle United na ono and a branch and a coach them now other some to go there England now waiting my share not room from Germany no also Niam could be a catch and there or share nothing or banana afin or be perching in Chanka crack England now also why I am Kufuye perch there one I am Kufuno Chinchan or being Banasa no waiting much and I want to honor and no Chilema idea Oma on what you to the Niam Kono and Baba perching in Chan I want Kakande I want to be in a often girlfriend in Kanchma. Ochirema woni bi nti won fan menfo bie ena wo gua na wo wona je obie nuwa ono wan sema nkofo so kekade bie na wakọ nkrofo bi nti ono na ensema abrantia ofen Nick Votamede ono wetima chana fe no ngare abetugo awarma ye chene yetim do awarm tem na fe no jere asumwan kama afe maminu rem na yenko poemo ewo Everton boboko no ngona so Goodison na ono ngana mpoto evremu Messi Sarada menkra obebe Togwa there and share the way na ko Adam Everton no free agent players obetima share na fo akona akwasa bi ewonom na ono na papa of David Moyes osidin den sem no yen kan kiro na yen tim do yen form do nya dia ono ruremu ewo this particular time around season na shase we no akona akwasa ni free agent bia na we rem Adam Aboko na for Everton ewonom na emom no nya me atoma in the winter transfer window January no obese na fe no rem na wa sign a players ni become kama na wonum na abebo Everton jimedin ewonom ono so latest wapa na fo be kansa ewonom na yentuado ewonom tem na yenkwen ni masam was during the international break over the weekend and a boy of an Alejandro Garnacho etibisha na fe no ochi tetefun na of Linus Scaloni ono training erma the Argentina national team no the Abi Celeste na ono and was a branch ni ko bisande yembiso papa obani den na call up midina mbo and o say ma meji to Manchester United mo no entiman shada nkoye eno bisande na World Cup meko bia na for down the ankoda meeting mission am papa ni sinyo team kwane mom no umba ni mo na be kire from now no and start from behind now for the room one of other branch no ultimately improve a lot now for the room one man G Sports Radio ultimately now for what the man come on what be to go one man but my yet no na kire ma Linus Scaloni ama kwanda Garnacho no ebetime room ne mom no bottom no o chado oseni one man on so latest wapa now for be to go one na some the Spanish national team De La Roja and I once what say what about to go one what kire ma sonchironi and wa kwekwedu ko kwansa no about to go there room the Spanish national team no and after the Spanish Football Federation na what's some man of Israel so we qualify for the 2026 World Cup na I want a man of Spain no obesha na watch one bo oni ne ekuna afi no evrema ntokwa and abasabasa ya other Israel of countries we want them no and Spain for warfare or FIFA there one time or to Russia what team was share na for expel Russia from all the last World Cup edition ono ti wan hwe na fe otogwa no ebenadinti na FIFA no onto wan hwe na onji the Israeli national team no enfrem no na enti so okoba ne de wo qualify party no Spain tinton time and the World Cup no weti ma hwe na fe no we wrem no we kwesi akan ma ono so de wapa na fe obe kan se no na sam ewura Manchester United performance ni nkoye na emom sikasem ne sam ekoye papa no ono so anya sam ketua despite the Manchester United the UEFA Champions League onya de wo siakan ewo no wo chirema a record revenue of 667.5 million pounds sika weti ma hwe na fe average no chere Manchester United na wo sa aseso da wonu ina no sika sem de enwema etim hwe koye na fe Glazer together with Sir Jim Ratcliffe no Orema sika no etim hwe na fe no otocharo kama ono so ene ya bri je hwe na ye de biye de ada no no na wo Manchester United no na say na currently no according to the Daily Mail and I bet to go that is United when I said the wape ne wo ba hye na wasak papa what for Ruben Amorim no sam what is our sack and dia no 12 million pounds sika Manchester United ebetima hwe na tuade afa that is anawode japapa no kwan as empatasika one for now no 2.5 years contract and a papa team share na fi sign no na wo kirema afibia no 6.5 million pounds on sika papa no team wa hwe na fe no ojudu gunu kotokum ma Manchester United be hia no be tell miss Karansan we japapa no kwan ma ono so ya hwe na on West Coast TV ya hwe na ye de antana on na maminu Manchester City keka wa ho Manchester City crowd no be hwe na fe we brem na we kopoem tef mo Burnley wo kirema goalkeeper akwada yusu bi Mason Ellis was under 15 yes goalkeeper na ne bodem bono edu top notch performance na ono ena Man City go no wan crowd do rem na afi no akosa na branchen no na wabeka Manchester City obo ko no ma ono so enkra waba na afi wabeto go no na mamenu remo Bruno Fernandes na so oyetenene ana captain ena Manchester United na branchen no ena mpocho wana wo ben wada beto go there was a boy no consider so ba ne the Manchester United performance no je obeya Ruben Amorim still nobody wanna answer and kwenim answering no dia no obashe na afi no ordinary achirem obe fofo na ono ena wo chirema Saudi Arabian clubs no still na no ogudu wo pusu abranche na omado obashe na nka wa Japan the mid be chirem no na mekosi aka ono so anya sam keto anya mi adoma right after the season the latest ni bebre na no betima acha na be kansa boy na say ono so ine wi abriya she na eri biyere abesom na Jose Mourinho ena mpoto wa chirema akatom na bro no ordinary chirem Stadio Daliwi Draco na fe kosi we kodi rijuma na dia mapoko no fan Benfica na ono na ye today after the second of Bruno Lage anita erem ma Jose Mourinho ye de candidate obetima hye na fe possibly wa kwa fatumate no na dia ma Benfica boboko no ma ono so nkra yes na fe no ye abeta no na Xavi Simons yes Abrantie no team wa chana fe Arsenal be Chelsea no remo edema oboko no fe Tottenham Hotspur na erem Xavi Simons na kacha sam eneta bobuta branche no edisia kan ewo the UEFA Champions League no ono no team wa chana fe no dawanum kama ewo mo nya sam keto na bobut no sam wa chro Peggy and Cancer na Peggy no na ma minidin and afi Cancer that is ne little sister ni din ewo na afi no that is the tsunami badge no that on mo chirema na sefo no kakra ebirim efiri wono ma ono anya asem keto aneta otim hwe meki assist manoma etim hwe no ekoye ma ono so ye hwe na de aso na Borussia Mönchengladbach the German Bundesliga etim a na fe officially wa confirm the papa wa fe no Gerardo Sawoni wetim a na fe no papa no tinton time wane enim etim a hwe na awaruguno abene we 3 games na papa no wetim hwe na fe obo 0 wins draw 1 and after only 2 na emom no was won on tinton time wa hwe na fe no what the damage mate no what abene we also a latest abri wa baba cancer ma ha ena machana fe media mana na semini na media si na fe maba na bebe Prince the sports ambassador in chen na yewrem na yedin komo yame adoma mbocho ewremu na the UEFA Champions League ma temra mitimi hwe na fe miri 2 go no matches betima hwe na fe wa to go perforce ebe hwe na fe no watia Olympiacos that is Greece now that copy pemdo Slavia Prague chana watenefi Prague now atonso da February Gleb till Remo no Johan Cruyff Stadium Mpochoya yes and after International Milan shono ya pemdo Bayern Munich that is Bavaria Allianz Arena never shono one Chelsea Liverpool and Philadelphia Athletic Club that is Atletico Madrid and after Paris Saint-Germain or Prince Paris shono watenefi atonso da Atalanta na pemdo Sam
Bravo.
Mjide biya kama pa.
Nyamena de mala. Bibiya kama.
Okay. Ma yentwe mbra na yemfa nsam no. Yemfa ngoma ebusuafo ewo no. Alright, yensan so ye ma akwaba biem wonum na ye afedie ye ba na ibedi nkomo wo oye that is amanane UEFA Champions League matches ni bebre na betima hwe na what to go wonum from the analytical board. Yes, wana enembri olehye wana otima hwe we progress wonum with victory in the first that is match on a match day one or the first encounter of matches betima hwe na what to go wonum Sam Prince the sports ambassador Sam
Bravo.
UEFA Champions League in the two matches ni bebre na otima hwe no to go energy matches ni bitogo betima hwe na di free wonum na di wura na di mu.
All right, you may take for Kwabambra West Coast Television. You don't see the worship now. If you want like no comment na BPA, it me a kama Honorable, any that my main shots in free Liverpool in Afi no Carabao game or to motion or Togo or Portugal. Now game I think there any that you make a certain few points there. Benfica game near one of the game very simple game. And Benfica about to win that particular game, but football is full of uncertainty. To me see after the Benfica take lead na Qarabağ game strongly better corner now so winning that particular game one taking 2 goals lead. Now it's no more better to corner 3-2. I think that is one of the bad performance. That is a bad Liverpool. Another Benfica looking at to them and they can some key players away free club and work on also to affect but nanke there in any other day as far as Champions League is concerned na share that is Benfica one pedigree our Champions League manaka Qarabağ any team the other on your match be and farmer one but I think that this time around in Yama Nkoye farmer it is early to decide but if you want to start a good tournament, if you want to have a good feel of a tournament, you have to start it with very, very strong, that is our energy. Into that particular game, it was a shocking result. But a match of the day, now my digest to me, Papa, a Juventus game, against that's Borussia Dortmund. 4-4, giving us 8 solid goals.
Okay.
I don't now these two teams now that is Juventus and that is Borussia Dortmund. They are free scoring team. Waroba what bought as a team, one bought as individual.
Okay.
Say extra performance and what they played according to the tactics of the coach and I feel what boy as a team. So they worked for each other.
Sure.
After that Borussia Dortmund take lead na Juve bet way na Wasanso will take lead na way so bet na way take lead no now it tells you that both two teams are carrying the teams on their shoulders as a team but the question is Juventus and Borussia Dortmund how well are they going to defend against any top-notch team?
Only a sense of bet.
Oban there one share goals in there. They have the likes of players as so Gurasim no I don't know what best goal what they are Opanda no best goal in there because we saw Opanda and RB Leipzig they were providing the goals no what best what they are now Adam Ebisa there after the wash goal no how well are they going to defend? Okay. Because Cerebral Champions League if you have a good strong attack or if you have a good strong attacking team you should have a good defensive team as well. Okay. Because a team that's able to win the trophy it's either your defenders are good your goalkeeper is good that is the only thing able to win the trophy when who attackers produce more goals or them more. Okay. Into Borussia Dortmund Juventus every Champions League scoring 4 goals each without the Elisha 4 now conceding 4 it is not enough. So this is the first game of the Champions League day. But one call on tactical board coaches one call your corner over for the against any opponent in the Champions League. Whether being Borussia Dortmund, being Bayern Munich, being Chelsea, being Barcelona, whatever. Say a share team yellow now simple what attackers to them, me also what attackers Elisha no Elisha. Say can she be a nature where pumping oh but into me shall be. So if you want to compete at the highest level of Champions League anymore, then it means that only being in our nature one a wonder. 81 year compatible. So Borussia Dortmund and that is Juventus one coffee after that one match day one one call now one strategic one call one defense war now porous horses be out down one course going into the next Champions League. I am expecting there these two teams conceding more as our conceding in there because both two teams they conceding 4 goals. And everybody Champions League, and you just a point. Now I'll concede 4 goals. I share 4 goals. I concede 4, so minus 0 goals. Another plus 0 goals. You don't have any goal there. Then it means that you are not going to compete for anything because a share team is the Bayern Munich. They will score you, but defensively they are good. Exactly. Until Borussia Dortmund, then that is Juventus giving our boy any day. Both two teams did what the attackers they did everything. They played according to the tactics of the coach. They were like a team. Were bought as they did not play as an individual, but rather a team. They gave us the goals, but when nature war and that is more that is another Arsenal and Atletico Bilbao day in any other day no per the performance Arsenal mind consistently in the Premier League for the past 3 seasons way to watch and way the second going to the Champions League last season one knock Real Madrid home and away one knock one out playing the Champions League will show in question that this is the team that we have going into that is the Champions League against Atletico Bilbao adding Ebreche Eze Nono Madueke and the rest Trossard Martinelli and there's Victor Jokeres and Nanwan Kakawano. Now it tells us that they have beefed up their squad. Yes, now going to the game. Yes, Atletico Bilbao is one of the toughest. That is the toughest teams, but playing against Arsenal is not a team for them. So scoring 2 goals. Now you expect the first half more goals able to, but at least 2 goals. I mean, topping the group, another being second at the group is good. At least if they can maintain that momentum, that form, they can be in the round of 16, round of 8, then even go to the quarter-final, semi-final, then even they can be crowned as the Champions League winners. And see, for that is another game they them and I'm to mark. Now you share in the games obotum washe na watu gwa one year for one soon some creep the basa yam from go and for more. Boss, you remember Ayas na afi Inter Milan game obotum washe watu gwa. Ayas in the Inter Milan game obotum watu gwa nyame boa enje enyumbri na ono so yamfa na won sam kakra yamfa nguo. Tactically, one oboko efie Inter Milan are a team this particular season. Okay. Inter Milan this particular season, Inter Milan as a team nankasano boss. For the past that is 2 matches awabo in the Italian Serie A Scudetto they have conceded. Unlike last season, the last 2 matches are Wabo. They have conceded. Boss, they played against Juventus. We lose by 4-3. What boy against Udinese? They lost by 2-1.
Okay.
Intero Maria Makade say Eshe Inter one defense now. I want no problem here about.
Okay.
They have the attackers. Over the best go no because Ebenya Abrante beat the Bonnie in a Turan. Then Martinez.
Sure.
Lautaro Martinez, they will hunt you any moment you win your chance now. What best show? Eben FIFA, Charano na sausage na nase for no. Wo FIFA we be your down fries no na on the left and right DiMarco no na on the right and left wings in there. Over more pressure no. But you be say there. Does Ajax Amsterdam have that particular team to stop Inter Milan? Nah. On any problem no. Said Dumfries that DiMarco Eric join an attacker. Do Juventus that is sorry. Ajax Amsterdam ever that particular team now over the bus stop one now, which is no.
With all the mistakes now if it goes so
what concede no.
Ajax do not have that.
We need them players now. What the bus stop that is Inter Milan.
Okay.
Inter game no nimu ya jene day because Inter look away or Netherlands but I am expecting over 1.5 in this particular game.
Over 1.5.
Is Ajax going to score a goal there minute? But both two teams know. Me expect Inter to obey at least 2 goals from this particular game.
Inter now quitting.
Obey 2. But say yeah over 1.5. That's to the new game. You know, it produced 2 goals in that particular game. Now I am not seeing a goalless draw because Inter attackers, you know. Now, Adamian Shade, analytically say, Yeleka,
Chidembribi.
Ajax Amsterdam beba in a traditional formation of 4-3-3 formation.
4-3-3 formation.
Intino, ne back near 4, more for the 3, and half in attackers near 3.
Okay.
Compared to Inter Milan, Inter baba 3 back, usual 3 back. That is the old traditional system of Inter Milan and AC Milan. Ma what bought in the Italian Serie A Scudetto. Intino, say Inter leba 3 back, definitely not that more for them is going to be 5.
5 midfielders.
5 midfielders.
With the 2
with the left and right backs. When the wall join attack, then 2 attackers up front.
Okay.
In the attackers, no, Ebenya Abrante for Bonnie in a Turan, another Lautaro Martinez and Turan up front. Ebenya Lautaro Martinez Bonnie up front. Into only attackers are able to Yash and Yenya. But you be saying there, say Inter Milan a compact more for them wire 5, wire choker. Say you compare Ajax 1-3 midfielders near the counter, they are 5 now. Can they sustain the pressure?
Only as some.
Only as some another questions are or they are football lovers in our investors ye be say okay. Because Dumfries now DiMarco Eric join Charano then Abrante fan Banana then sausage our more further. Maybe Charano now people can hold that Inter Milan 1 more for no. Okay. Now you are combining the 4 backs, no. Yeah, the account. So this is going to be a pressure game for that is Ajax Amsterdam. But today my mark and I'm expecting more than 2 goals from this particular. So all your 2 are, as I've said it here, over 1.5. But overall, I think that my prediction is there. Until based on Mamiri Hono, that is on the tactical board, and I'm seeing that is 2 goals are able to produce. My man can't tell for the Olympiacos in a perforce game, you know, in a half severe plague, in a half Bodon Games game, you know, I start say wanna be here. To my come Chelsea in our Pioneer game, you know. Any uncle. That is the game of the moment and Kofi Brain, no. What better watch that particular game in the air or a gamer Kofi Brain. I already parted them game in the Kwambia, I don't know. What was I watching ye pa one or listen. Give no bed the power obey the na and ye be a sha obey yo. I don't son. In the Sir Enzo Maresco, Sir Vincent Company. One thing I'm telling you are saying there, they are a root of Pep Guardiola.
Some my enka eti for Sudan na hwe for Sudan as the analysis are going by now. the investors. Yeah, the normal look one. Yes, the normal look one for the investors. Into betting me na acquire sharp na we are so to my then akodo kama yema sporty together with that is Betway na enomasa akoyi entim sam entim yenkere ye didi dama abra yonko ro yensa hona yonko we na nti ono so ye dia
nti oba na before you back Bayern na Chelsea dey no Olympiacos na par first game no so be man over 1 na afi Bodo Grint na Sevilla no go 2 teams in na be obi abeshego it's either over 1.5 but obi abeshego Bodo Grint be shego Sevilla player be shego nti 2 teams in na no e be shego elho nti no say when e be na we shego la mama onyo nwa elho now match them in America no maybe said there say Pep Guardiola as a tree as a master planner Vincent Kompany coach offer Pep Guardiola na say bay
all right
Enzo Maresca coach offer Pep Guardiola na say bay so it means that between Vincent Kompany in Africa Papa friend Enzo Maresca have a similar style of play because they learned the whole thing from a one person. I mean, kind of a single tree in a way. I mean, one tat is now a free. But one thing, Omaku is superior over the other in there. Vincent Kompany ever for Bayern Munich team, you know, a team obi are prepared out to what another. In a particular league, wale bonus no. In a obia intum what that particular league in
that's the German
Bundesliga. Team bia no to Bayern.
Okay.
But compared to Enzo Maresca, from Leicester City to Chelsea has been one of the teams that yes, I want to relegation. I want to for the past 3 seasons, 4 seasons, leg in 1J. But ever the top 6 was Shemi B. So you see, one on when your platform there, team on this is the team that I'm talking about. Yeba German Bundesliga na, German Pokal na, Yeba Gini na. But across the day, he's fighting for everything. Into comparing these two teams, these two coaches, no. Tactically, me win there Vincent Kompany because of with Bayern Munich, no, team in the but compared to Enzo Maresca, my only chance is the Club World Cup now my other Premier League game now almost 4 matches on peaky loose. No, also can be beat there. Tactically on the touch line, the man is good. Now, say a Rema, I don't Chelsea ever bought as a team. Chelsea ever bought as a team.
Chelsea bought game now.
But Bayern will play with individual qualities.
Okay.
And you know, American Bayern Munich is going to base on Harry Kane, Diaz, and Serge Gnabry. Because I want Jesus today. I want the Bayern Munich setup, you know. I want at any point in time, no, we want to well show in cash and we create big chances. Or the armor that is Bayern Munich boku no. I want the author your general Bayern will save the Bayern. Into the coach Vincent Kompany will depend on such players there. Harry Kane in the 18-year boss of Chelsea, no, ever coach ever share more goals or the armor on Elwo. Comparing to Chelsea,
okay.
One that anybody did. Yeah, in the it is Cole Palmer. But let me say out there, when Cole Palmer is out of the game, you have someone like Pedro Neto who will come into the game. Even you'll be today a branch of Estavao Williams, then João Pedro. Now, let me say out there, one that anybody who says neighbor there, we can compare João Pedro to Harry Kane. Honestly, upon the individual quality on the field of player and to Harry Kane, comparing them to.
Okay.
Into you know, the American Chelsea will come into the game very, very strongly as a team. It's Yambo boy, in the team, you know, but the Bayern Munich is going to base on their previous weeks in half, you know, individual quality. See, they are one with team anymore. Now, what they are hand to Chelsea.
All right.
Now, may I expect Papa of Enzo Maresca, they have Robert Sanchez in the goal post. In there, near Reece James at the right back, Adebayo at the center back against Chaloba.
All right.
Oh, one will be the two. Wesley Fofana, Afina Waba. Into no, me expect to be about Premier League 1, 2, 3, we are picking form and sana. We rip out the Champions League. Then Marco Cuera at the right back. Say yeah, that is the 4 center P now, another the 4 back there. I think that with the help of Mario Gusto at the bench, any point in time, what to remember Chelsea when I raised James and another Marco Cuera, wow, brother, what to remember on the amount come. So I think that it is say Oban Dema, Manuel Bajo. Then at the Mofo, no, me expect that Chelsea about 2 pivotal midfielders. Into 2 pivotal midfielders in there, say how many Enzo Maresca, me expect there. Papa friend Enzo Fernandez, ebe Kolenim Bebre, ebe Bayern 18-year boss nimu. Name on stick to a branch of Moises Caicedo. Into unful Moises Caicedo. Caicedo say more na unfabo no nya boni. Now in there, me expect there the usual number 10, the maestro, the co, that is the co-palmer. Everybody usual number 10.
All right.
Into co-palmer age number 10 no. Now the BPA is stable. Element of FIFA because Obe create onya goal no be share. So he is there. Then may expect there you be Estavao Williams because there Bayern ewo any them Alfonso Davis na wa over to the memory can I didn't know Estavao you be offer ball no otwa or the ball rate here so Estavao on the flanks that is on the right hand flank then Pedro Neto because with knee speed no on the right hand that is on the left hand side of attack then João Pedro out front. Into see yenya dam confina. I think there at any point in time Chelsea can cause havoc. Say chance in Banco the Chelsea can pull a surprise. Now Bayern Munich. Bayern will start with okay. To my analysis, Bayern ever for my one way. Now onward the goal post and then Lema on the right back. Now yes. Then Dayot Upamecano. Then Brian Taylor Jonathan Tah as a center P. Now, Mbeka wasam kakra the achro. Then Abrante offer Stanis on as the right back. Now, Goreska, Kimmich, Joshua Kimmich, our Mumford one also able to match. Then at the attacking Sergio Gnabry to them Mekano. Then only say Diaz, then Harry Kane out front to them Medin Kakena. My main fan was that is a Bayern Munich center back on the Casa Mencho. Dayot Upamecano. In a half in a branch of Jonathan Tah. Dayot Upamecano in half Jonathan Tah. Say Yele Kaniya were 2 robust that is defenders. Kekete Martin Tingram.
Okay.
In a Wajina ho.
Okay.
I don't
Ija.
Damu Papu too, you know. Or when they buy an airball in the German Bundesliga Obiantu, but their communication, the understanding of playing the 2 center pair no on Yejuma. Because there is no flair at their back. Flair be any nature war. 1 year the young Bokikyo, born by Yapim the every war, one height, what was so into but young Kenny who there. With Estavao Williams, with Cole Palmer, with Pedro Neto, one foul one then Bobo. Okay. I want to Ajeno in the how I want to go. Dabi. Papa, yeah, you will free. Men can match Chelsea now, but Bayern Munich wants to one day.
Can you go?
Ain't you know, the 2, the moon for Futina Wajina one. Me apart from one left and right wing, you know, the only problem was Bayern one back one Jonathan Tah and Dayot Upamecano. Okay. Said the look of them able to abort another one compete no one stop it João Pedro dia. Estavao then Pedro Neto dia I don't have problem. Okay. But so we Jenny Mukupo emo use free space Bayern one now Bayern show. Yeah, they have a good goalkeeper man one way, but when you see him through the age selection. Into certain mistakes go out obotunwa commit. The same thing applies to Chelsea. Luis Diaz, Serge Gnabry, in half only say one of the midfielders another attackers whatever when anyone were very strongly. Okay. My people that make in there. Bayern able use one right no. That is the left and right wings no e wo na what the boss number fa
e wo na obi ye
nti wo pia bo ne ma Serge Gnabry no de nam wings no leba wo pia ma Ibrahim Diaz no so de nam line no de leba ya the only seba fa ball no one fifia or the ball left and right wings one France wo end on the ball ko ye kwa ye to cross liver Hurricane or well on pin ball in front to net nim na yanko. So if Reece James and Marco Cucurella is able to stop these wingers, then that is Bobo Crawford Bayern Munich in there one day bash at it off.
Okay.
Say Reece James ever stick to no plan. That may must Ibrahim Diaz and for ball and for na after Cucurella so catch and there. All my Serge Gnabry and for ball and for no day we are free to go.
Alright.
But me can be a who's there. Serge Gnabry who has been off later this season. Why off pa? Into no young show. So Chelsea against that is Bobo Kwa, one friend that is Bayern Munich no. Also Moko for go because both two teams in there no ebe she go. But as I want to be winning the day. Young the message is you been through.
Way free that is Oliver Kobnachevia also more updates on Barcelona. And Barca no preparations now we go ahead of Edda Ochina game will be to match na afi no one Boboku now for Newcastle United one Margaret means as a sports time. Yes, no today NJ Abaye papa nti mami magi ye chop papa in the ebri na afi we free Dalkus Erikus Arukus also Bayern will win by 2-1 against Chelsea. Nti ono so no ne dia odi rim wonum kama asem ketwa na Adomba Celis as Chelsea will win by 3-1 against Bayern. Nti yes wako chupamenche wonum erem so a code no egu comment section no yes nti Betway Sporty shenafa na embri ti dem ameke no yemfa waka ne kotokumu han infom pay David embri ye a ena ye bibi ena ye dupwe nti oda itimehwe na sika be fie fana twetwe bi na yenko enenim na oyesu no ode amo kama wonom nti sam Bayern Chelsea no eso today go obi abehye all right yentua
obi abehye go ni bi Chelsea behye Bayern so ebehye
okay
then on Liverpool and Atletico de Madrid Arne Slot against Simon
Arne Slot and then that is Simeone. Simeone. Pablo Lucho. Diego Simeone. Pablo Lucho. Sam Oye is right.
Liverpool at Anfield. On no more you.
Okay.
But Simeone you see one of the team coach. One me I say there Urban there yen defender.
Very good.
Oh, you good, Ankasa.
Very good. O team she share what kind of defense line and also she team one hour the defense.
Now, Liverpool of late. Yabaka there Liverpool in the last 304 matches awabo in the English Premier League where winning But you be saying there in the last two Liverpool bueno, how was their performance? The last two are Liverpool boy in the English Premier League. How was their performance? Against Burnley, in against Arsenal, it takes favor. And then you back there, luck be Arsenal Liverpool to win. Against Arsenal, it took Soboslai, no free kick, no this or decided them game, Just recent week here where you end here against Burnley, it took an opportunity like penalty and sign Liverpool to win the game against Newcastle United Okowini 3-2 which means that Newcastle naga support 10 Abraham and sign win against Bournemouth you know who that Antoine Samuel and no confirm what year when Alquire 4-2 so it tells you that Liverpool Bobo Kuno won they are not in the right shape compared to last season. Because last season, in a Liverpool Bobo could not actually better. This season, Oleshe. But you be saying there, Liverpool Bobo could concede. And even for the last two games, I was all you didn't put the Liverpool, even your goals. chide onya e bia lack bi na wa hye one bi
with all the attackers
wa join na no and that me catch you there Liverpool ehia a creativity at their mouthful okay say na wakafa Florian Wirtz aba
okay
but you be say out there wo Florian Wirtz be that player no but to make create chances for them Liverpool na
only asem sebe
but this is Liverpool this is Anfield playing against Simeone Adam game nimu ye den you look at the Bayern and Chelsea game but Liverpool against Atletico Madrid game no on nimu ye den papa but them game we no and travel and mine 4.5 goals
under 4.5
under 4.5 ebo shepe the game we be 1-1 1-0 game we and mine goals be brave inti our bekere bia goals be me bia 2.5 1.5 I magase for me tempo I am even scared because and take for the game we are 0-0 inti no today American all men goals be brave
okay
but to be on a safer side no yanka de ebia under 4.5 inti their game no and to my man goals be brave inti awana Warrior that is if you can see no Liverpool Atletico Madrid because the Liverpool ekita a good defensive side now one concede baby all the one concede but one concede baby in Atletico Madrid with Simeone Inzaghi good defensive side ninti yeah expect goals ni baby but a long goal be 1-1 be able to mesu but to be on a safer side no under 4.5 able to match and why human error then last period on PSG in after Atlanta game no
PSG Atlanta
meaning come back there this particular game a corners game
okay
or a corners game why because F for PSG we be press Atlanta
okay
F Atlanta when it one height was so well it is definitely we be pinball baby we dey egu into what pinballs we should expect more corners. Into one yellow corner over 7.5 corners now, I don't know. Young wanna be beer, and kama name no. What PSG, young can be there, a branch of an Osman Dembele into me start the game, you know.
Sure.
Ain't you know? You mean ya Eva Varaskaria, there is a Bakola, there's a duel, or Ebia Gongaro Rama, ain't you know? Then Jao Nes. Vetia then Ebia Ruben Neves no be our Mumford war as their usual Mumforders what no now Efa Atlanta won't coach no into my mind that assurance ne there obotum wa hwe ne wa hye bobo ko fa PSG game ne do edge but over 1.5 obotum esu
over 1.5 ebetim ahwe na we su no ono Sam Prince the sports ambassador and ultimational fino remo that is if you seven no emo anaso amana nsem no otim ohwe na or the update no na afi analysis ni na odugu ono na odimine kama wono menti yebo hwe na yegina no do na yede amana nsem no yede abanewie ye na emom no maminu rem matches na ashase wono Olympiacos and a purpose game now as at the 22nd minute obibia intimation on be Slavia Prague ashe kanoko e mabudo glimpse intimation na afi no until e1 dia out now jebedi efiem komo ebien pe na yahwe na amemu do e1 na Sam eneda eno wetu go de otuado or the complaints edriko gf na wa mo atide obobo Ghana ha and coach the Blasters na media men supporters at the picture no yasan no do so do
on bone play
inti ono dia ono so for the now Thomas Partey ni issue na afi no kwara fu ni chirema multi bi akotoko no ba be so na yenhwe ni yemu do
well sir kwara keleke there over be se kotoko e wa hade they deserve to say it
okay
there is no way a elko match and at the end fan see say baby edwin elko compete with obia ebeke there nyimpa no like obe defeat you and at the end fan am na ye boss small poster entum kan chem there am mbeshow ebeke there beshem na mo so ma ka cho there be there mbeshow but ye bobo ni wi a na ye bomu there ashem and had a mashow mali football bagana no wo ke there wo be she Ghana. Okay. But at the end of the day, no, ni you the Ghana, wa Mali. So all can be that is Kotokwa. obotum pa happy football is full of surprises. But kotokonanka sano ena odi etumi ahwe na way homeworks ye se bet na ha dey e wa Accra Sports Stadium na obi from Nigeria wa ba be show that is your own cup of tea. But me gym to so them today my medical cash if you want to start a tournament you have to start it very very well. Conference cup confederation cup enya top notch cup biala obotum ahwe na we gu kotoko wana abemu kotoko should be able to and the Confederation Cup, Kotoko should be able to go to the finals.
Okay.
1 year crown and Kotoko do to do finals.
Okay.
Per experience coach Abdul Karizito when that is Africa no with dream cells no otumi odo che the BB there otu odo the club no odo ju that is all the finals
Okay.
Na bibia etumi ya kama then and on coach Otuado Ninsan Sama Oleka there about you see Ghana to them America no when you do the right thing, they are going to praise you. But when you do the wrong thing, will be disciplined, papa.
Will be disciplined, papa.
And you know, don't forget. That means I'm not better. Now play a big park, or ball, to team, no ash and aroba. What will you do?
Intimidation.
Intimidation. What in the German or there? The journalists will bash you because it was or China match. Say what's the away coach? Obusu ni mushe.
Okay.
Born in Mukocha, Obisu on so ni mushe.
Okay.
Into say make a decision be on the foot of play. No, ko ye fama Ghana dia. Brother, no, obotum wa hawadwene ho.
Obetim wa hawadwene wonum inti ono Sam Prince Sports Ambassador ni take on the fees no so dia ote wonum no e na ode have someone kama wonum na make ka kire ode ewrem wonum ha ehwe na elehye link no na embrima obisu face kanibi na ono so ntimi hwe na kama ehwe bo na nonum abo pounds man no do enu yes 5 or 12 in the studios of WestCoast Television abo no aso de timi hwe na yema yenumudo wonum na emom no answer na meko no let me see if I got some messages here. Okay. So you've done justice to all of them. All right, into the one special greetings and confirm Dakus, Rikus, Arukus together with Marcelis and Afino Margaret. Margaret means once to put check as intuition and confirm na Obi Biara, Nini or made in nature. Emono, gifty, mame, that is picture number na birthday wish. Yes, birthday wish. Ampma Francis Babusu. Say yan record man Sam share video ma na yan share na yanko kama wonu minti Mr. Stonzy a colleague DJ that is YFM Takrade ono in there na woda yes inti senior most DJ special greetings yanko ma wona afi ya wesho awoda pa yes ya wesho awoda pa Jumasuna di the bois Western region and afin Ghana yourself and I na atoy man ti mo body boni na no yes afufu free ya ewremi and am fufu free ye yankopon nhira na yokesi bibia de wonsa and I wanna be gine bia no nhira intimi hwe na mbra wa queen. This comes from Ampoma Francis Barusu Piras Sheikh na say enutimo hwe na feel good to go and ebe hwe na yede esi wonom Sam Praise Sports Ambassador ebe kanu eme ehwe na yedi dwumedi ni yede best mo ewon medi amejero adoma pa kwesi ehyen Francis Ampoma Barusu and afi Jacob na production rest Cosmos Gifty Kofima executive production rest eme yedi dwumedi ni yede best mo until we meet again, catch us tomorrow. Bye bye for now.